So my topic is about image registration for assessment of ground disease severity. And since we have different image types from pre-contrast images to post-contrast images and DC-MR images, taken in different time, in different positions, so we will lose the autonomic correspondency between those images. And by using image registration, we can align those images together. And result of that, we can combine different features from post-contrast images or from DC-MR images to predict or to correlate to CDIS. So as you may have seen from the presentation from France, we had a good result. And but he didn't mention too much details about how I register those images. And if you are interested in the method or more details, you are welcome to my posters. And my poster is the only one poster with my pictures on that, so it's easy to find it. Thank you.
So basically what we have seen is that measuring features is important, especially if you want to assess Crohn's disease activity. And well, we haven't talked a lot about how do we actually measure these things. And the whole process of actually, from data, raw data, which has no interpretation, to a single feature, or single features, few features. That process, that's basically the topic of my poster. And basically it also consists of two parts. Mainly the work I've done on surface segmentation. That's already is in data, compression step. And the second step is actually the measurement of the feature itself. I mean, measuring a thickness, it seems very trivial, but that's not the case because, well, where do we measure the thickness? What point do we select? Do we choose the maximum value? Do we choose the average value? Those are really decisions that need to be made. And, well, if you're interested in that, then, well, you should visit my poster. So that's it.
Hello everyone, my name is Jeroen van Schie. I work at the University of Technology in Delft for the image analysis part. My work has only slightly been hinted at by Frans. My work concerns extracting quantitative features from the DCE MRI data, and it's a part of the ongoing work that we're currently doing. And what we try to do is to measure perfusion of tissues that we're interested in. We're suspecting that perfusion increases when there's inflammation present. So what we need to do to measure this perfusion is to know what the tissue is actually reacting to, and that is the amount of contrast agent concentration in the blood. And it's not trivial to measure that immediately from the MRI images, and that's because blood tends to flow around, and it doesn't behave as stationary tissue would. So that needs to be taken into account, and that's what I'm working on. So if you're more interested in that, come visit my poster. It's the second one on the window side here. Thank you.
Yeah, hello, I'm Peter Schiffler. I work at the ETH in Zurich in the machine learning group, and we developed the linear regression for the CDIS prediction, and my poster details how we do this, which features do we use, how we come in the end to the final selected features that you have seen in the VIGOR score here. And and in the end, we validate this on the prospective data set, and I also detail how this is better than the existing Mariah score and the existing CDA score. So if you're interested in this, come to my poster. This is the first one on the left side here to the audience. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. So in my work, I look at the relevance of detecting and segmenting Crohn's disease from MRI. So when we started out on the project, we had labeled data on the retrospective images. So we used that to train classifiers and design automated method for segmenting. But as it has been hinted in the previous presentations, that obtaining label data for a reliable such a reliable methodology is a bit difficult and time consuming because you need expert annotators. So we also explored a way to see if we could manage with less labels and a lot of unlabeled samples, which is very much the scenario in medical problems nowadays. So we have lots of medical data, but not the abundance of experts is not that high. So in my poster, I talk about both methods, a fully supervised segmentation as well as semi-supervised learning and active learning based segmentation. So the emphasis is not so much in the poster. The emphasis is more on the results and the conclusions, and not so much on the methodological different methodological aspects. But if you are interested, I would be very happy to talk about that. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carl Poudart, PhD student from AMC, and we did a meta-analysis on staging of Crohn's disease using these imaging techniques, and we think this is important as grading of Crohn's disease is important to monitor patients and to assess therapy effect. Of course, a lot of these arguments include radiation or invasiveness of the technique, but we focused on primarily the accuracy of these techniques. I think the results are pretty interesting, and if you want to see my poster, it's don't exactly know which poster it is, but I will be standing next to it, so you can't miss it.
Hello, my name is Jessica. I'm a gastroenterologist, and I've been doing a PhD at UCH with Prof. Taylor and Professor Forbes. My main role in this project has been acquiring clinical data, so that's clinical data sets and MRIs in patients with Crohn's and annotating it. The poster I'm going to present is based on one of the main objectives of our project, which has been to create a combined clinical score which integrates all the information we have about the patients. My poster is describing how we did that in 2 steps. If you're interested in finding out more, my poster is on the left-hand side at the back. Thank you.
So last but not least, I also have a poster to present. It's obviously about the visualization and interaction techniques we developed in the project. And if you would like to learn and discuss about how our techniques may help medicals to reduce their workload and everyday work, yeah, just come to me at my poster. I will be right next to them.
It's really hard to explain the technique to people who's not really understand the background.
So you really see breaks, and then you also but you have small regions where you know
There's quite a lot of so basically
this exposure probability function for logarithm, and you get the energy. That's because actually I assume that I assume Gaussian model. So the intensity is Gaussian from inside and outside. So then basically when I encapsulate
select the best poster. So the question is why we? I mean, we are part of the advisory board for this project. Actually, our task for this project has been very easy. Actually, you have seen a lot of interesting talks and presentations. I think I'm highly impressed. I was also at the workshop last year in Amsterdam. And I've seen a lot of these international consortia that get together, they get the money, and then they do things that they like to do themselves. And here I had really the feeling that the team was really teaming up, that there was really going on collaboration, and there have been very interesting results. Which is not a given thing, considering that this is a very interdisciplinary approach where you have medical people, technical people. Takes quite long until they understand each other. Then also having a joint software basis to develop that. So I can only congratulate the organizers and all project members for this very impressive undertaking. I mean, I was involved at the beginning on the ideas what the project should have been about, and after 3 years now, looking at the results, this is very impressive. So congratulations to you. So for the poster, I mean, selecting the best poster is also not easy. On the one hand, you know, it should be a poster. It's a publication, but it's not a paper. It's not a slide set, so it's something in between. It's posters are set up in an environment where people are easily distracted. Some take rather coffee than looking at the poster, and so with a poster you can grade the content. Sort of, is it a relevant problem? Which goal do the people would like to achieve? The approach, outcome, costs. And this is difficult. I mean, to judge because it's not apparent. Other publications, what's the quality of the publication, and so on. And the second thing is the poster itself. I mean, how is the content presented? Is there a story through it? How is the graphics, layout, and so on. So it was very difficult for us, but then we settled for one, because there have been basically 8 nice projects have been presented, and several would have deserved to get this award, but unfortunately we can only select one, and we settled on one where we had the feeling it's realistic in the ambitions. It's very relevant in the scope of the project. It's very much engaging, and has a description of the method also for non-specialists. So, and the award goes to computer-aided Crohn's disease severity assessment in MRI of Peter Schüffler, and this is the poster. The poster is a collaborative work with the colleagues Mahapatra, Voss, and Human. So, and with this, I give you this very nice poster award.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Good work.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, thanks.